Hello everyone, and welcome back to Zeta's World. This is Arafellin, and I'm starting from the title screen to highlight something I've stumbled across earlier, and it turns out was in the options all along. There is a pause key. So if I go into the game, put up the save file here, I've got the broadcast here, 81 exits, 82 and a bit percent, 4 point some percent for the super secret levels, which I think that's each one is 100% on one stage, so these aren't necessarily percentages anyway. Into the game. Last time we opened up the Deathcliff Secret, which as I recall was another lookalike of World 1 with an oddity in it, but anyway, as I was saying, I was trying out different keys to try to figure out if I could find how to activate the Chaos Runner, which I still have not been able to do. So possibly it's more complicated combination, or possibly it's something different. But in any case, one thing I did find was that pressing P does pause the game. And in just a second after dealing with this, if I hit P, we'll see here on the pause screen, it tells you how many coins you have out of how many gems you have out of how many. So 2 more gems and 18 more coins. That would have been nice to know a while ago. But if you're going for completion, that is very good to know about. Anyway, to this point, this stage is just the first one of the game. You even have the extra lives there, which run away as usual. But if I can get back up here, you may have noticed something up in the sky there. There's an exit, floating in midair. Strange, isn't it? Also strange is that this is a Grasslands lookalike when we are in Deathcliff. So, hold that thought for a second. I'll keep collecting the stuff in here. Also, the camera movement may seem a bit jerky. There's a reason for that, too. It's like it's locked and then it starts to go up a little bit. Instead of the exit, we have this question block. And there's still 4 more coins. 3 more, rather. And, yeah. It's Deathcliff. Basically the same stage layout, but we have the Deathcliff music, we have the Deathcliff aesthetic, we have the Deathcliff enemies. And I think you do need to bounce on this B to get across here. So what is going on here? If you've watched the Zeux' World playthrough, you probably already know. If not, see if you can figure it out before... Yep, there's another question thing there. But we have the hidden blocks here again, with the gems in them, or coins rather. And if we come up here, well, there's that. You can see up there, you can see some of the Grasslands effects, because this is actually down underneath the grassland area. We have an exit up here, but it doesn't do anything. But remember that where that dotted line is, and if we go back into grassland... Also, it sounded like I got an extra life. That invisible platform is still here, takes us over to the exit. It's an interesting twist on the stage, and kind of clever. However, that is entirely the same as in Zeux' World. We beat Deathcliff Castle, didn't get everything, don't care. We opened the exit out to here. I don't remember whether this had a name before. If it did, I don't think it was this. But in any case... we have this music. We have the edge of Deathcliff. We have this weird dotted line area. And we have this music, which is not Deathcliff music. I think it might have been the music used in the tower. I'd have to recheck that. Anyway. I'm not going to worry too much about collecting things, just try and get through this. But of course, if you do want to collect things, having the gem efficients to help, because a lot of the blocks are invisible, if not all of them. Yep, 10 more coins to go. Probably not going to get them all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard this somewhere else in the game. Oh. Invisible blocks. And they probably go all the way across. I vaguely remember this. Meant to jump there, didn't. Turned out okay. We still have dotted lines. They're getting increasingly dotted. And insubstantial. There's some kind of wall here. But I believe you jump around there, come down. Here is the exit. And miss some of the coins, so don't really care. Also, I find this kind of interesting. I've noticed before, we got 60% of the coins, and the end stage thing says 60% overall. However, this completion is showing 80% because it's averaging the 60 from the coins with 0 out of 0 as 100% for the gems. Anyway, this brings us to the Stronghold, which is where the real boss is. We have here another combination. I will write this down because, as before, this will be needed in Obviously Obvious to get to something. I can't remember whether this is the same combination as in Zeux' world or not. I'll have to check that. It would be interesting if it's in the same, and you can just punch it in right away the first time you get there. I'm pretty sure it's not randomized. Anyway, these rings just bring you up and up and up until you get to the top, unless you hit your head on one of those. But here is the evil wizard TM, who now has a body. Did not have a body. Nice reference. The wizard did not have a body in Zeux' world. It was just the floating eyeballs. And we have the boss music. And I'm doing this badly. Anyway, you may remember that from the one super secret stage I looked into earlier. This doesn't start you right at the boss. Regardless, you need to bounce on those. And yeah, that keeps happening. If you hit your head on any of the blocks, you get knocked back down to the bottom and have to try again. Which is a bit tedious, but not that big a deal. Smiley tries to disrupt my work again. Oh, I think if I had done the boss free fight option, it would have started right from here. But yeah, we're getting Castlevania-ish. Wizard eyeballs, summon magic. Yep. I remember having problems with this in Zeux' world too. Anyway, boss refight option. Yes, it starts you right here. You still have that bit of intro, but there we go. Bonk the wizard on the head, get hit by the magic on the rebound. Wizard teleports to a different spot. Shoots lasers now. That's new. Yeah, I think the trick is to hold down the jump button until you're at the peak of the jump. This looks like you can just stream it. Which is to say, you let it target you, and you just keep moving little by little. Because it shoots it where you are, not where you're going to be. Same for this. Still, this is new from the Zeux' world fight. I'm not sure I want to risk bouncing around where I can't see myself, but I may not have a choice. Yeah, I got hit by the magic again. Yeah, I think if I don't make it this time, I'm going to go back and get some hearts. Yeah, it's comboing its attacks now. Well, it's a more interesting fight than in Zeux' world, but it's also more tedious. I don't like being down to one hit. Are these going faster now? And we're back with a full stock of hearts and a few more lives. So it's just a matter of getting through the battle now. Which seems to be mostly a matter of patience at this point. Yeah, I feel like you want to position yourself more or less underneath it when it's that high so that the magic basically comes straight down at you. And you can bounce more or less straight back up to it. But when it's lower like this, maybe not, because there's less room to dodge these. That went okay. No, hanging underneath it seems to be working fine for this too. Until I do something like that. Alright, we're getting into the later stages of the fight. Fireballs and lasers, and fireballs again. Is it going to do another round of lasers this time? Nope. One more hit. Yeah, and the magic does fade over a while, so you don't have infinite time to line up for it. Yeah, there's a bit of warning when the lasers are coming out, but not the fireballs. So they have the glowy thing. But the fireballs just appear out of nowhere. That was lucky. And bonk. We steal a Z from the rotting corpse of the wizard, which shall never die as long as the archsmith lives, poof. Yeah, I found in the Zeux' world that you can actually fail to get that Z if you wait around too long. So I made sure to collect it right away here, just in case the same thing applies in this case, because I don't want to have to beat the whole fight again just to grab that. We have the bonus stage music going here. which makes sense. In Zeux' world, it was the Treehouse's stage music playing at this point, which the Treehouse's stage music for Zeux' world was, I think it's actually called What a Feeling from Flashdance. But in any case, the ending is looking basically the same. Except for some of the details. And now we will finally, hopefully, answer the burning question of, is there extra stuff you can see after creating the game depending on your completion or whatever else? Anyway. Smiley thought Smiley was being returned to Smiley's original world, but that clearly did not happen. The end, question mark? And nothing seems to be happening, but maybe I just need to wait a bit longer. Yeah, nothing seems to be happening here, so I'll give it a bit longer, but I may just need to close the game and reopen it at this point. Ah, escape did something. Okay, high scores. We have times for things we did times for. We have the 100% for stages we 100%ed. Okay, Castle, I think, was the number of hits on the infinite bosses. Olympics was how many clears of the stages. Not sure what these are. Possibly names from people who scored well. Maybe you need to enter that as your name for something to happen. Alright, let's try hitting escape again. Okay, we're back to the introduction. You have defeated the evil wizard. Ah, the TM isn't there now. Just noticed. He was the evil wizard TM in Zeux' world, which kind of went along with a certain bit of silliness that's not quite the same in Zeta's world. It's like nothing new under extras. Not seeing anything new in options. Our percent went up a little bit, our completion. Anyway, we'll drop in here for long enough to enter the code into obviously obvious anyway. Oh, what's this? Trophy is new. Oh, this scrolls. Of course it scrolls. Okay, so this is very useful if you want to see where you don't have 100%. Or have not done time attack. The super bonus levels are in kind of an odd order. Come to think of it, so is Autumn Remix. Is Tower Remix not on here? So I could have sworn I did the Tower remixes. Yeah, Dystopia Olympics is in here. But I'm not seeing Dystopia Remix. Oh, anyway. You can apparently access that from any level now. Which is something. Well, we'll head back to obviously obvious, input the code. Alright, I'm still on the high score option. Which is weird because the tower doesn't actually have that. Anyway. Yeah, I'm seeing the 100% for this here, but it doesn't seem to be on the list, which is odd. But yes, you remember this. It's the 8 blocks here, 6 coins, 2 gems, and then above it are numbers. So it was 2, 5, 8, 3, 4, 1, and 7, 6 to end. And there we go. That unlocks another exit, which comes up to the most nightmare stage in all of the Tower of Dystopia, Yog-Sothoth, or however you say that. I think it's a Lovecraftian thing. In any case, I'm not up for that right now, so... Until next time, this has been Arafellin playing Zeta's World. I think maybe next time I'll try entering some of those names as file names, or save file names to see if it does anything. But yeah, mainly we have to deal with this monstrosity. Yay?